What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's a beautiful day out here. Getting ready to go to Alaska. I'm gonna be gone for a long time. So what do I gotta do to get the fish room going for while I'm gone? Let's go over that stuff and see. Oh, the door's locked. Oh yeah, give you guys a quick shot. See how smoky it is out here? Super smoky. Something's on fire somewhere. I don't know what, but something's on fire. Oh, don't want to spoil the surprises, but working on a new stand going in. That's where the new one, actually no, let me rephrase that. The new 120 is not going to go there. The 60-gallon reef is going to be going right behind me. Got it stained up, got it built up, but got a bunch of work to do on it still. But as I said, I got to go to Alaska, so we're gonna go do that. I'll walk around the room here real quick. All right, got a little algae, a couple things to clean. The main stuff that we're gonna have to do. As you can see here, the filter floss is a little bit shabby looking. It's pretty brown, it's pretty gross. It's been grabbing particulate out of the water column just to help keep the water clear. You guys can hear some suction right now because the water level is getting pretty low in here. Although I'm going to be doing a water change here in just a second, so I'm not that concerned about it. Oftentimes, the water level getting too low in the return chamber over here often has to do with this just being so clogged up that it raises the water level over here and then it drops the level over there. But let's get this thing out. I got my little handy trusty blue bucket here and my extra clips. So sometimes there's some shrimp that just grab onto that when I go ahead and take it out. That time it was about 5 shrimp, not that big of a deal. I've seen it where there were a lot of shrimp in there, but I've gotten used to kind of just knocking them off or netting all the extra shrimp out beforehand. Like for instance, like there's a shrimp right there, big old red shrimp. Oh, look at her in all of her majesty. We'll put her up in the main display, why not? Everybody looks to be moved out of the way, so time to just replace it. And then just move the Metalamat back into place just to hold it where it's going. All right, now we got that done. We can see there is a little bit of debris and things kind of flying around the tank, but that's not the worst thing that could be happening right now. Right now we need to get a big time water change done on all of 3 of my, all I have right now is 3 freshwater tanks. We got the 240, we got the 60, and then we got the 150 that all need water changes. And you know, one of the big things for that is that I'm going to be gone for a couple of weeks. The plants are going to handle almost anything that could be happening in them while I'm gone. They could be picking up and cleaning most of the ammonia and all that kind of stuff. They may need a bit of a water top off at some point, but the house sitters know to top off the tanks if they get low and they start seeing air going back into the system, which the filters previously, you know, the filter's hooked up so it's ready to go. Makes it super easy. And then I have to top off the reef tank before I leave. Other than that, everything's pretty simple. I just have the itemized which type of food goes into each tank. I have one sitting up on top of each tank, and then it's real easy for the house sitters to just pull out of each jar and feed a little bit for the each tank, and they don't have to like wander around and look for anything and find anything specific to each tank, because each tank has its own specific thing just sitting on top of it. Makes it real easy if somebody's going to be house sitting for you to figure out what food goes into what aquarium, and you know how much is pretty easy. You could always just write that on the bottle, make a little label or something like that. Or you could do what I do and leave notes up on the whiteboard on the wall over there that just says what to do if something happens. This is a hose with a pump on it. That's the old water going out. As you can see over here, we've got the water that's coming down, the dirty water that's coming down from the aquarium, hits this pump right here and gets ejected out. It's actually headed out onto the lawn right now. That's the best I can do at the moment as I'm getting ready to head out of town. That's the best I can do right now. Typically, we would use the water for the garden and stuff, but long story short, hose got broken and now I'm just watering the lawn instead. That's life sometimes. It's okay. This black hose right here is the fresh water coming in. As you guys know, I'm a huge proponent of safe. I got the giant one right here. This one is 2.2 pounds, otherwise known as 1 kilogram. Brand new. Of course, I ordered this off of Amazon when it went on sale. Somebody was at, oh, it smells terrible, just like Prime does. It's probably worse. It probably smells worse than Prime does, honestly. Removes chlorine, chloramine, and ammonia. That's really all I'm really worried about at this point. Any of the chlorine and all that kind of stuff that's in our water here, that's the important stuff that I'm really worried about doing anything to the fish, to the bacteria in here. It's the main focus of what this is for. And as I mentioned on a live stream just a little while ago, I don't measure this. I just use it like a salt shaker and just dump some in there because it's so cost effective. You could just dump some in. And it does quite a bit. This whole thing, 1 kilogram treats 240,000 gallons of water. This thing right here, 240,000 gallons of water is how much this treats. So I'm not that worried about it. I just use some, and I don't even measure it anymore because, let's see, 1/4 of a teaspoon for every 300 gallons. So that's a tiny little amount. I just give it a little extra, shake it in there, no big deal. This will go on for the next 10 minutes. All the water changes are done now, which is good. It's awesome. Gonna do a little bit of cleaning, hit some plant trimming and stuff like that, but that will be coming up in a later update because I want to talk at length a little bit about what I'm doing with the plants, what's going on with the 240, all the other stuff that's going on in here. Got some stand builds. This 60 gallon to my right is going to be the new reef tank. So you guys are going to be able to check that out. It's going to get a whole new scape, all that stuff, put in all the plumbing, and of course make videos about it and all the ins and outs of moving the reef tank into there. Got a lot of stuff coming up with a new 120 that will be going where the reef is, which will be another planted aquarium. And of course I'll highlight the substrate, the lights, all the plants that are going in and all that stuff. But for now, I gotta go catch a flight and get out of here. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe and the like button and all that nonsense. Later.